Well, hello, folks. Ed here with you from Tennessee Valley Streamworks, and we are doing an experiment. You've seen videos in the past from me where I've done other work on the guitar. I'm a little under the weather, so don't mind me. Still feel well enough to work, just don't feel real good. So you've seen videos in the past from me of, doing other work, and then while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and do a bone nut and a bone saddle. And I get this question quite often, especially on lower end guitars. I mean, most Martins, and I can't say most Martins. Martin uses my cart on a lot of them, and Gibson, who knows. But this is a little Yamaha. This is I would consider more of a budget brand. I won't say a budget brand, but a budget model guitar. This is a FG 830. I don't know the specs. I don't know if it's solid wood. I'd assume at this price it's not. I'd assume it's laminate, back and sides at least. Kind of looks that way, to be honest with you. From looking on the inside and kind of poking around a little bit. So, but this thing sounds killer. Great sounding little guitar. The customer bought this thing brand new from Guitar Center. I think is where he bought it from. And I won't say it in a brand new case. He got it for, I'm gonna say sub 400. So this is 100% plastic. This is 100% man-made material as far as what this nut and saddle is made of. I ain't all here today, but and plus something I noticed when I got to looking at it, needs a setup. I mean, it's not bad, but I can make it better. The saddle, there, you can't see it, but there is a little space. I mean, it's not fit real well. Most of these import guitars, they're just not. They make these, they're coming down a production line. They just, they have these saddles pre-made. They take them, shove them in there and send them on out the door. So what we're gonna do is plain and simply nothing else to this thing but a bone nut and a bone saddle, and set it up. I mean, and I'm not going to do much tweaking, just clean it up, set it up, polish the frets, and just do what we do in a basic setup. And and when we do, I'll let you hear what this thing sounds like. But before, I mean, it sounds really good. I play this. It's not as responsive as I like, and I think honestly going to a harder material will help that. So don't think we'll need any fret work done, but if I run across any buzzing, I'm going to fix it. And customer said just make it right, so that's what we're going to do. So I'll let you hear this thing a little bit later and see if you can hear the difference. It could be subtle. There's some of these I do. The difference is, I mean, when you're going from, if it's already got a bone nut and maybe you're just changing out a saddle or something, it'll help. But it's not going to be like, whoa, but I'd say chances are going from plastic to bone, there's going to be a pretty substantial sound difference. I don't know, I may eat my words. I'm not going to edit this out. If it sounds about the same, then it doesn't, it's not an end all fix all. you know, you can only bring out what you can of what the guitar is voiced to do, and the woods and everything like that. So I'll let you see a little bit later. All right, see folks, this is what I'm meaning by a poor fitting saddle. It just wiggles. You don't want that. For one, it puts a little bit too much forward pressure on your saddle, and I've seen them crack through here. And plus, that's just not a good fit. So just figured I'd show you that. All right, folks, we are back with the results of our experiment of whether or not a bone saddle and a bone nut will change the sound of a guitar. And I gave you a before, and since then I've done nothing. I did dress the frets a little bit. They had a few high ones. And I did lower the action just a hair by making a little bit lower saddle, but neck was straight. I didn't even adjust the truss rod. All I did was a new bone nut and a new bone saddle, and was going to compensate this one, but the intonation's pretty good. And that's something, if it starts getting a little wonky, he can always come back, and I'll be glad to compensate this saddle for him. But like I say, this guitar done nothing to it. Sounded great to start with, but now, you know, the tone is richer, it's fuller, it just sounds better, it plays like butter. And this is something I wouldn't care a bit to play this thing. But listen to this thing. And like I say, this is probably a sub $400 guitar. You can't beat it. But listen to this. I swear, as a 6-year-old little boy learning to play guitar, I don't know, I was probably 5 or 6. I would have loved to have something that sounded this good, because a guitar that sounded this good back in the day, the stuff coming out of China back then was garbage, you know, as early 90s. But man, I'm telling you what, I'd play this anywhere. Only thing I did, bone nut, bone saddle. You let your ear be the judge. And I did put a set of strings on it. Those strings they sounded fine, but when I take them up and let them down when I'm cutting the nut slots and everything, setting it up, it does weaken the core of the string, and they're more prone to break. So anytime I do something like that, I either put a set of the customer supplied strings or a set of the GHS bench string, and that's what I did here, just a plain old set of GHS medium phosphor bronze. Action is, ooh boy, action's good. But anyways, let your ear be the judge. I can hear a huge difference, and I think the customer's going to be blown away. He kind of wanted to see if it'd make any difference too. You know, this is his campfire guitar, he said. He just bought it to kind of just knock around with, but man, I'd do more knock around. I'd play this thing. All right, folks, have a good one. I'll talk to you later. See ya.